Hey guys, it's John Chase and welcome to yet another not so boring video. So this is the time of the year that I am going to share to you guys all of the fun pop culture stuff that I have been dealing with this past month and year. We all know that pop culture brings us a lot of entertainment throughout the year, and that is almost all of the things that I am looking forward to that year forward. That is why the year is getting more interesting, more entertaining, and it gives us a lot more fun. So I'm going to do an annual video about my pop culture experience throughout the year, and this is the second video about it, which is for 2018, and we are going to divide this video into 4 parts. We have first is the movie category, music category, book category, and series category. So we're going to know whatever I watched, whatever I listened, and whatever I have read in this year, and I'm looking forward for the next year to come. And let's get started. So in the movies category, I did watch like 5 movies, which is the first one, Call Me By Your Name. I'm going to rate this movie about 8 out of 10 because this is like a eye-opening, shout to the mouth, very loud type of LGBTQ movie, because this is the first time that I ever watched an LGBTQ movie, and ever since that movie is released, the LGBTQ representation has been very loud in the entertainment industry. Next is the Love, Simon. I'm going to rate this film, I guess, 7.5 out of 10 because this is a very average, very nice, very beautiful type of movie, and I'm really recommended you to watch. I guess this movie is like centered for a boy that is gay and he's closeted. He wants to address to his family, and we all know how relatable it is to as a LGBTQ kid that it is hard to open up this kind of things into your parents. Next is the Avengers Infinity War. I'm going to rate this movie I guess 7.5 out of 10 again. I guess this movie is like the most powerful, most interesting Avenger movie ever because guess what? There's a lot of fallen heroes. There's a lot of overlapping of the story. We all know that Marvel Universe will going to intersect, interlap. It becomes a one particular story. Next is To All the Boys I've Loved Before. So this is a Netflix movie, and I'm going to give this a solid 8 out of 10 because this is really fun and exciting, and I guess this is a book based, so I haven't read the book yet, but I really do love how this story just come and on, but I guess it's a bit cliche though, so there you have it. Next is The Sher Burgess Is a Loser. So I'm going to give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. I do love that movie because it's about self-care and beauty and just accepting yourself. The movie is represented as how beautiful you are as a person, and you don't have to change that much. So now let's move on to the music category. So I've been listening to a lot of artists in this year, and I'm really enjoying it, but the thing is I didn't like feel it coming to me, but I guess when I just write the script for this video and then I review all of the things about music that I have been listening through this year, I just thought that okay, there's a lot. So I'm going to talk about the artists like Billie Eilish, Sabrina Carpenter, Wallows, Ariana Grande, Bleachers, and Jess Glenn. So let's start with Billie Eilish. I really love all of her singles that have been thrown to us by her. So one of those is When Party Is Over, You Should See Me in a Crown, Come Out and Play, Bitches Broken Hearts.
Lovely.
All of those songs has been my favorite song that she have been given us through to this year, and I really wish that I am as talented as Billie Eilish, because she's just 17 in this month, and I am just mind blown on how talented she is and how she makes her own music. Next, we're going to talk about Sabrina Carpenter. I may say I'm going to be hyped because, oh my god, honey, I really love Sabrina Carpenter. You all know this. If you are a old chaser from like, I guess 2017, you all know that I am a real fan, a real Sabrina Carpenter stan, and I really do love her, and I really wanted to speak more about her, but this video might gonna end up 3 hours long, I guess. So there you go. I really love the album of Sabrina Carpenter called Singular, and she has two singles this year, which is Alien and Almost Love. I really love those songs, and my favorite song in the Singular album is Sue Me, Mona Lisa, and Diamonds Are Forever. And if you just listen to that, it's just so good. And there is an upcoming tour of Sabrina Carpenter in Asia, so I'm very excited to that, and I hope that I will gonna go there to see her live. So now we're going to talk about Ariana Grande. So Ariana Grande is like the most talked about, one of the most talked about celebrities in the year 2018, because of how beautiful, how controversial her topics is, just like her song God Is a Woman, how amazing, or how she wrote the song Thank You Next. I mean, every song that she have been offered to us is a really bop, and it's a bomb.com right now, and it's really, really good. She releases an album called Sweetener, and I really love the album Sweetener, and my favorite songs in there is Breathe In and Good Night and Go. Next is Jess Glynn. She went in a really long hiatus after she releases her album I Cried When I Laughed. I listened to that album when I was in 7th grade, and then she went to a long hiatus, and then she went back and released an album called Always In Between, and my favorite song on that album is All I Am and Thursday. Next, we're going to talk about the artists that I have discovered this year. So I discovered Wallows this year. So Wallows is actually led by Dylan Monet, which is in the 13 Reasons Why, and he plays Clay in there, and I really love it. Their song has this vintage vibe, kind of like 90s slow rock, if you're going to say that. I really love it, and my favorite song that I have listened to them is titled Pleaser and 1980s Horror Film. Next artist that I have been jamming for this year is Bleacher's Music, which is led by Jack Antonoff. I really love Jack Antonoff and how he makes his music. It's like he produces it, and you know how talented he is. So I discovered him in the album of Love Simon, which is the Love Simon soundtrack, and the song in their Alfie song, Not So Typical Love Song. I really love that song though. It's just that feel-good vibe, and it's just going on. Now we're going to move on to the next category, which is the books. And I'm going to say book because I only read one book in this year, which is Simon vs. the Homo Sapien Agenda. That is the book version of Love Simon. You all know that I've been obsessing Love Simon this year because I guess it's just getting through me right now. I really love that book. If I didn't read the book, I will never notice that there is a cutscene in the movie. So I would like to thank the book for informing me that there is a scene that is not included in the movie. But I guess I enjoyed watching it and I really love how I consume the story. So now we're going to the series category. So there are actually 4 series that I have been my favorite this whole year, and I have been watching a lot of Netflix series, but I guess this 4 is actually my favorite. First is the series Elite. I'm going to rate this from on a scale of 5, I guess a solid 4 out of 5. This is like a little bit harsh, a little bit heavy of a storyline, but I guess I really loved it because it has so mysterious, yet it's quite sinister, and yet it gives like some kind of relative vibe to me, and I don't know in any aspect, but I guess I really love it because of that. Next is the series Insatiable. I'm going to rate this series a solid 4.5 out of 5. I guess this is the most I cannot take this anymore type of vibe, because when I started the series at the first, it's just light and it's heartwarming, and she just loves herself and she just wanted to be noticed for being her, beautiful as herself. And then later on it just gets heavy and it's just getting darker and shady. Next is the series Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. I'm going to rate this a 4.8 out of 5 because I really do love this series, but I guess this is not the best of them yet. Well, I really love it because of how balanced the darkness and shadiness, and how light the story is, or how the characters portray themselves as a character. I am really waiting for the season 2, and there are rumors that there are going to be 4 seasons in this series, so I am stoked about it and I'm really excited. Next, and definitely not the least, which is the titled Maniac. I'm going to give this series a 4.5 out of 5 because this series, like the somewhat strange, somewhat bizarre as a storyline for me. Emma Stone is in there, and I really love how the story turned out, but I guess I really don't want to consume another season because I guess the story has to end there. But I am going to say that it is quite beautiful, and it's more of a light yet dark and shady type of storyline. So that is it for this video. I think this will be the last video of 2018, so I hope you guys liked it, and if you did, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up and smash all of the buttons down below except the dislike button, because guess what, this is the last and I don't want to ruin that. All of my social media accounts is down below in the description box. The link is over there. Please follow me. I'm really begging for followers. And also subscribe to this channel and ring the bell button so you will be notified when I upload a brand new video next year. I'm going to have a little bit of a break before I upload my new video next year, so I hope you guys have this patient, and I would like to thank you guys for sticking me in 2018. If you want to watch a video, or it is the first video that you have watched in my channel, I guess you are going to watch the video over here and the subscribe button over here if you cannot reach the down ones. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys on my next videos, and give yourself an awesome life. Bye!